Hi guys. So welcome to another episode of Cricket Caviar. Really excited to be talking to you guys today. So following up from our last episode, we are discussing the India's tour of Sri Lanka, how India won the ODI series and how we performed well and I stress we performed well in the first T20. So today we'll be finishing the discussion on the last two T20s and summarizing how the tour of Sri Lanka actually went. So yeah, uh, how do we start? So first of all, yeah, India lost to Sri Lanka after 9 years. Whoa,
Big shock.
yeah, Sri Lanka won two days back to back. That too against India. Whoa, I mean, really big deal for Sri Lanka though, and really big deal for us also. So let's start with the matches, right? So yeah, Pratik, what do you want to say about the second T20? First of all,
Yeah.
maybe let's talk about what really happened with our team, COVID and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that was a bit of a shocker that we found out in the news that people like players have been isolated, and even the current Indian B side can also not all those players can participate. So it basically became like a C side, and then I remember how it's funny how it panned out because after the first T20 we were complaining that India only posted 160, and we were complaining about that batting. Now what has followed in the next T20s is is very yeah, it's shocking.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, not sure if it's a good justification or whatever, but yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of shocking that a lot of our senior players as well could not take part because of COVID. But still, to be honest, the team we fielded in the first T20, we did not have a player who was completely new, who's playing for the first time on such a big stage. Most players, even Chetan Sakaria, he has played a lot of matches for Rajasthan. He has played with some really good players. He has taken wickets of some really good players in IPL as well. So though we are playing a team with six batsmen and just six batsmen and five full-time bowlers, uh, to be honest, India's performance was disappointing. I mean, you do not expect the team to collapse like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's still like we had Shikhar Dhawan in the second T20. Oh, we had Shikhar Dhawan in both the T20s. And then India started well. I think he and Rituraj Gaikwad open, and then Padikkal was
Yeah,
number three. They all had starts, and India was 80 for 1 in 12 overs. So I was thinking, okay, we can still get to 150 from here.
yeah. It did look like that. However, these guys collapsed, right? I mean, Sanju
Yeah,
Samson has been there for so long. Nitish Rana, I mean, we thought of him as a pretty good player. I'm pretty sure the
yeah,
India team thought of him as well. That's why we gave him chances. But these guys just collapsed. I mean, we just did not have anything to show for us towards the end. Dhawan played slowly.
yeah.
So
That one was, but
yeah,
again, like if I look back, 80 for 1 is not bad. Like he at least it must have been a slow pitch. So he was keeping wickets, and India had wickets in hand, but the middle order just could not get bat on ball. Like I remember Nitish Rana and Samson both had strike rates around 70, 75, and Sri Lankan spinners bowled well, but yeah, 132 was under par, and we needed to
yeah,
be not to defend.
yeah. I mean, we have to say Team India did not bat well, and yeah, it was a below par total. Sri Lanka's batting lineup might be pretty flaky, not pretty
Yeah,
inconsistent, but it's okay. They have a few, two, three good players, and they chased it down.
yeah, and but even in the chase, actually the second T20 was pretty close. It was a seesaw between both teams taking the lead and then falling back. And I remember we were blessed with that good spin options in that match. We had Kuldeep Yadav, we had Rahul Chahar, who's in excellent form, like probably
Yeah,
pick of
he's playing really well. Yeah,
and
Mumbai Indians players. Yeah,
then we had another spinner. Oh, I
Chakravarti.
think yeah. So we had really good spin options, and all of them picked a wicket each. And Sri Lanka were like 66 for 4 at one stage in 12th over. So we were very much in the game. But then Dhananjay De Silva was due for a good knock, and he
He's a
stayed in
good
the
player.
one.
He looks like a
Yeah,
good player.
and
Yeah,
he's really good player. He stayed on one end, and on the other end we saw smart all rounders like Hasaranga and Chamika Karunaratne. They played cameos and they took Sri Lanka home. So
yeah, yeah. So that
and
was the
again, like, if you remember, the last 3 overs, Sri Lanka needed 28 runs. And Sakaria gave 8 in that over. So they needed 20 of 10. And then Bhuvneshwar Kumar, like the senior bowler, we were expecting, like, if he would give only 6 or 7, then Sakaria can defend 12, 13. Bhuvneshwar ended up bowling a full toss and got hit for 6 by, again, that guy Chamika, who smashed him in the ODIs. And he gave 12 runs. So basically, Sakaria only had 8 to defend, and Dhananjay was set. So they did not have any problem.
yeah. I mean, the senior players did not really perform as well as we would have wanted them. Dhawan in the first innings and probably between the second innings. So yeah, India lost because we did not play well in the second T20.
But
And
coming
yeah,
to
we have
Bhuvneshwar Kumar,
Shikhar
now
here as well. What are your thoughts on the second T20, Shikhar?
oh Shikhar,
See, COVID के वजह से already हम लोग 9 players are out. So I don't think like we should criticize India too much. When you are 9 players out, there are only 4 batsmen in the team, and the rest are bowlers. So see, even the Sri Lankan team, it's not like it's not, they are not that poor also. We will
Poor.
field our we will field our C grade team, and that too with like 4 batsmen. I mean, Sri Lanka have good quality players. They have shown in this ODI and T20 series that they have good quality,
They
bowlers.
have potential, right? I mean, the team has been down
And
for a while now.
I think that's the reason they have taken that decision to ban players like Guna Tilaka.
But still, I don't agree with
Dick
that. That's too much. Kushal
That's
Mendes
too
and
harsh.
these guys. It's really harsh. I
It's
mean,
too harsh, but they've taken this call because they've seen that they have many other players who have the potential to replace these players. Like Kushal Mendes and Guna Tilaka, they are senior players.
you cannot
To ban them.
I mean, they needed Kushal Mendes. They needed him in the T20 World Cup. He would have made a difference, pretty sure, in their batting lineup.
Unfortunately for Sri Lanka, they have so many just decent players. They don't have any outstanding player at the moment, which they used to have, like in Sangakkara.
Yeah, no one after
Yeah.
Matthews.
I have one question to you
Yeah.
guys. Like, suppose if T20 World Cup starting tomorrow, would you feel Bhuvneshwar Kumar in your first 11? Like seeing his performance in this?
Yeah, I will.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I would.
I will.
Yeah.
I won't pick him.
My 3 pacers would be Bumrah, Shami, and Deepak Chahar if we have to play a T20 World Cup match.
Yeah, and probably Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur will be my pick. Yeah. So no place for Bhuvneshwar based on this performance, but I think he may get picked based on reputation. And being the experienced bowler, he may just get picked. But I don't see that effectiveness. You know how costly was that last ball six, which
yeah,
we could have won the second T20 if not for that last ball six.
Secured the series that itself.
Yeah. So I think Bhuvneshwar has made a lot of mistakes, and especially at the death, he has not been good, like we discussed in the last episode also. So I would look at other options. I would look at other options. I would look at
पूरे टूर पे चमीका ने चमका दिया उसको.
And like maybe we can play an extra spinner also, because the UAE में हो रहा है T20 World Cup. So we should look after more spin options also instead of playing Bhuvi, because we already have Bumrah, Shami, we already have Shardul and all these guys, and probably Hardik Pandya is definitely going to play because उसको prepare ही कर रहे हैं 2 साल से T20 World Cup के लिए, और कुछ उसको करवा ही नहीं रहे, तो सला उसको तो खेलना ही है. तो already we have so many pacers, so I don't see Bhuvi playing here, but still I think based on reputation he can, and experience he can play, but I don't want him to play.
I'm pretty sure he'll play the initial games.
Otherwise नहीं है.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll play the initial games maybe, and then maybe Deepak Chahar might replace him, but I think he'll come back to form. He is a very experienced player. He's pretty good. Good thing he has IPL as well to prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
In the scheme of things, so I think he'll come in. But yeah, anyway, so coming on to the last T20.
Yeah, what do we say about that? Like Bhuvneshwar Kumar batting in the power play for India. Like how outrageous is that?
Yeah, so I mean, you might say that this was not a full team, it's a secret team, but guys, the batting has disappointed. I mean, you expect more from at least the senior players or even the other players. I mean, these are not fringe players, right, per se. I mean, these are good players who have actually proven themselves over many years of IPL, at least, or domestic cricket, at least. You expect them to perform
exactly
better.
What we discussed in the preview to the series. These are not like see, they have 5-6 years of experience, these players now, and obviously players like Sanju Samson, and Nitish Rana, these two have definitely disappointed me the most.
Both are over. Both are done. Yeah.
This tour might cost them. Yeah, they might find it hard to come back in the Indian team. Another
Sanju
T20.
Samson, definitely he showed some flashes of brilliance, but that is never in such a competitive Indian cricketing environment.
Yeah.
You cannot survive with flashes of brilliance. Like ठीक है 46 बनाया उसने अपने ODI debut में, and 27 in the first T20. But the second and third T20, when he was the most senior batsman along with Shikhar Dhawan, he had a great chance to prove himself. But he again made the same mistake of not reading Hasaranga, and I mean that's just poor homework from his side. He did not do enough homework before coming to this series.
Hasaranga is bringing a smile because I saw news that, I don't know if it's a fake news, but Kohli already approached BCCI if they can ask for Hasaranga as the replacement for Adam Zampa. So I'm very excited for RCB.
Also, now it feels that Indian batsmen have a weakness against spin. So UAE, it will be difficult in UAE. Might get difficult in UAE.
I remember Shikhar and I have told many times that even the likes of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma have easily gotten out to Rashid Khan and other English bowler, Adil Rashid. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there is weakness against spin, like for all the batters, not just like the upcoming batters, even the established ones. So,
to sum up this series, there is one comment by Inzamam ul Haq just showing you the other perspective. India could have pulled out of this series after they lost 9 players. They could have pulled out of this series, but definitely it was a great decision by Indian team management to stay back and complete this series. And they were not afraid of losing. I don't think these losses should be, criticized much. The management and the players learned a lot, I think, in this series. Whoever got an opportunity, definitely some of them could not capitalize on this opportunity. I would have liked to see someone like Nitish Rana, Sanju Samson, these players, if they could have played long innings. Shikhar Dhawan himself, he was not that effective except for the first ODI. He was not that great. I think he has definitely lost the place now to KL Rahul or Kishore. Yeah. So good. It was a good series. I would have liked if India would have won both the legs, but okay.
I mean, India at least competed and probably were better team, especially in the ODIs. Yeah, we just had one very bad T20 match, the final one, 80 all out.
And in the end, I guess the biggest takeaway here was for Sri Lanka. They will get a lot of much needed confidence from all this. A team which was like dying slowly. Hope they do well.
Weird to see Sri Lanka playing in those like matches, qualifying matches for the T20 World Cup, for the ODI World Cup. Yeah. So basically, hopefully these guys will get confident and they won't have to play qualifying matches coming, like probably for other World Cups.
Yeah. Cool guys. So I guess that's it from our end on this series. So a short one, but it was good to see, multiple players getting a lot of chances, and it was great to see Sri Lanka, winning a series after so long and doing something to uplift their moods.
Guys, I know that cricket is very important, but I think I also want to talk something about the greatest sporting spectacle. So I just want to say that India's performance has been mixed bag in the Olympics. As a sports fan, we not only support cricket, but we know that we'll get better in cricket if we have an overall good sporting ecosystem. If you see countries like Australia, Britain, New Zealand, even New Zealand, South Africa, they do very well. They do very well in swimming, in other sports. So India, there were big expectations from shooting and archery. They did not materialize, but we have some medals with Mirabai Chanu, all 3 women, in fact, Mirabai Chanu, PV Sindhu, and another is Lovlina. So these 3 medals, but we would have liked to see some gold medals, which has not come our way. The traditional powers have again dominated, like US, China, Russia, Australia, Japan.
As expected also.
Don't see Indian, I am not able to see that monumental progress in terms of our sport. But let's hope. There has been very good news from hockey, which has seen a revival.
After many years, we have a good chance of winning a medal in hockey. So
hockey has seen a brilliant revival in the last 9 years. Like 2008, we did not qualify for the Olympics, and now we are in the semi-finals. And there has been actually a lot of groundwork done in hockey. Like Odisha government has funded a lot of players, and there has been hockey stadiums developed. So it's good for the sporting ecosystem of India, and I hope some of them will materialize into medals, if not now, in future.
No, I think we have a very good chance. We defeated a strong team of Britain 3-1. And we are going to face Belgium in the semi-final. So it's again a good team, but at least it's good to have no Australia or Netherlands. So Belgium is beatable. So I'm really hoping.
And if you see Pakistan hockey team, which used to be very strong, now they have not even
Proper
qualified
team.
for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, India was on the same curve, but somehow we have lifted us from that dangerous spiral which we were going through. So it's good to see. And we'll be covering more of cricket coming up, right? So India's tour of England is coming up, and we'll soon be having a preview on that.
Thanks, guys.
Right, guys? Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.